Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Oh well, here it is folks, the big bombshell. Adam Schiff and Liz Cheney have been telling us that real big news, massive bombshell, new evidence is going to be dropping ahead of the midterms. Adam Schiff said there's a whole lot more evidence coming down the pike. Oh, just you wait folks. We've got new evidence, new witness testimony, oh it's coming. Another Adam Schiff more than circumstantial evidence moment. And so we've been on our toes, just waiting. Oh well, what's he got this time? They're definitely gonna get Trump this time. And now weeks ahead of the midterms, the Democrat bombshell hits. The January 6th committee's new evidence is a unanimous vote to subpoena Donald Trump. Their big bombshell is a subpoena. Of course, the news media is running with this as if it's a big story. Historic moment as Congress votes to subpoena former President Donald Trump. Oh no. And of course, liberals on Twitter are cheering, oh, Donald Trump's definitely done this time. But this literally does nothing. It's another nothing burger as this kangaroo court, kabuki theater reality show nonsense continues. But what it certainly is, and what it certainly shows, is that the January 6th committee is getting seriously desperate here. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. As now even CNN embarrasses Liz Cheney and Nancy Pelosi by openly admitting that no one cares about January 6th, we've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, that headline that I was mentioning earlier from ABC News, in historic move, House January 6th committee votes to subpoena Trump.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
Oh, shiver me timbers, folks. What is this? What am I watching? Well, obviously what I'm watching here is one big reality TV show. Democrats Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger creating a dramatic moment ahead of the midterms to benefit Democrats. I mean, this is the big bombshell that leftards are linking everywhere.
From Donald John Trump, in connection with the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. If there's no further debate, the question is on agreeing to the resolution. Those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed is no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Oh no, folks. Oh, did you see that, guys? The January 6th committee voted unanimously to subpoena Donald Trump. I mean, what a bombshell. It's a bipartisan commission, and they voted to subpoena Donald Trump. He must be guilty. Yeah, real bipartisan. This literally isn't even news. This idea that this totally partisan committee that was created with one intent and one intent alone to harass Donald Trump, this idea that they voted unanimously to subpoena him, isn't exactly surprising. It's not news. It's not newsworthy. Nobody cares. And nobody's surprised that this anti-Trump drama queen committee voted to subpoena the former president. So what? I mean, for Pete's sakes, it's such a nothing burger that even CNN is able to admit that nobody cares. This moment has leftoids seething. Take a look at this.
What is the top issue for Americans at this point, and who is trusted on that? The top issue for Americans at this point is not the January 6th committee hearings. It is not Donald Trump. It is not the January 6th committee hearings. It is not Donald Trump.
Oh, and get a kick out of this, there's also this headline from CNN just yesterday, or 2 days ago when you guys are seeing this video, from CNN Politics. Voters may care more about the cost of French fries than the January 6th panel's compelling evidence. Sorry, leftoids, I gotta give it to you. I mean, you tried real hard to make this election about anything but Joe Biden, but the whole thing is falling flat. The election is not going to be about abortion. The election is not going to be about January 6th and democracy. It's not going to be about Donald Trump. Nobody cares about your soap opera January 6th drama nonsense. Everyone paying attention, everyone being at least a little bit honest, can see right through this dishonest BS. I mean, for Pete's sakes, I keep calling it a soap opera. I keep calling it a reality show drama nonsense, and I'm doing that with good reason. That's exactly what this whole thing is. This new bombshell dropping right before before the election isn't legitimate evidence of Donald Trump being the organizer of a mass conspiracy coup to overthrow the US government, there's no evidence at all. The bombshell is a subpoena and what seems to be a weird documentary. This is what Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff are dropping as their smoking gun.
We have got to finish the proceedings, or else it will have a complete victory.
Senator Schumer is at a secure location, and they're locked down in the Senate.
Why don't you get the president to tell them to leave the Capitol, Mr. Attorney General, in your law enforcement responsibility? A public statement they should all leave.
Yes, I'm at the Capitol building. I'm literally standing with the chief of police of the U.S. Capitol Police. He just informed me what you will hear through official channels. Paul Irving, your sergeant at arms, will inform you that their best information is that they believe that the House and the Senate will be able to reconvene in roughly an hour.
Footage released from inside the Capitol. Don't you find it a little bit weird how Nancy Pelosi purposely made sure that there was no Capitol Police on site? Capitol Police officers were opening doors and barricades, letting people through, and then Nancy Pelosi conveniently had a documentary crew following her around as they filmed this "woe is me, I'm a victim" garbage, where even Mike Pence is on the phone with Nancy Pelosi saying, well, it seems like Congress is going to be able to reconvene in about an hour or so. Chuck Schumer's on the phone with Attorney General Bill Barr, where he's demanding that Donald Trump tell everyone to go home, which, by the way, Donald Trump did almost immediately.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order.
Well, that's the smoking gun, that there was a protest that got out of hand and there was total mismanagement at the Capitol to protect the Capitol. When they understood the psychological element of mob mentality and they knew that there was going to be instigators in the crowd trying to rile up the mob and create this crazy moment. It's not exactly the smoking gun that Democrats think it is. In fact, it looks totally disingenuous. They were filming this documentary behind the scenes, making a whole spectacle about it, and they're only dropping it now 3 weeks ahead of the midterms. I mean, something about that is just disgusting. Then there's this clip that's bouncing around of Nancy Pelosi.
And that's what this is all about.
Secret Service said they have dissuaded him from coming to Capitol Hill. They told him they don't have the resources to protect him here. So at the moment he is not coming, but that could change.
If he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is
Oh,
my
wow,
moment.
I would pay to see
I've
that.
been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
And everyone on the left is cheering on Nancy Pelosi. Oh yeah, she's so tough, fighting for American democracy against the threat that is Donald Trump. But if you really pay attention to what was said there, Nancy Pelosi's staffer said that Donald Trump is not at the Capitol and not coming back. Doesn't that contradict the witness testimony that we saw from Mrs. Cassidy Hutchinson? The big January 6th smoking gun, where Donald Trump lunged at a Secret Service agent to turn the car around because he was heading to the Capitol? What is going on? This whole thing makes no sense. It's a massive spectacle. It's a political reality show. Democrats are clearly playing games here. There's no smoking gun. There's no new bombshell evidence. They're just very conveniently dropping their weird documentary, again, right before the midterms. The whole thing's as disingenuous as it can get, but at the end of the day, one thing remains clear, and that's this.
Is not the January 6th committee hearings. It is not Donald Trump.
And I don't think that this new January 6th bombshell, January 6th committee, day 9, changes any of that. If anything, it reinforces it. Nobody cares about this nonsense reality show witch hunt. Democrats will try to do everything in their power to keep it relevant, but it's just not gonna work. That's what I got for you guys though. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel if you guys are up for it. I'm gonna get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.